You ever have that moment where one of your favorite characters gets a movie?
What's up, guys? This is Michael from Chicken Talks, and today is my movie talks, where I talk about the latest movie news and updates, and I give you my thoughts on it. Why do you care about my thoughts? Now, this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a very, very long time, but I haven't had the time to because of school and a bunch of other stuff, but I get to talk about it now, and that's all that matters. Today, we get to talk about the 2018 Venom movie. Now, of course, no trailers came out or anything like that, but we have gotten updates, and I'm going to be the first person to ever talk about this movie, and the update says happened so far, and I'm just here to pretty much give you a brief summary of what has happened and what I think and what I want from this movie. Now, the first thing that we do absolutely know is that the man playing Venom is going to be Tom Hardy. And I am 100% fine with this decision. I have no complaints at all. I loved him in Inception, and I loved him in The Dark Knight Rises Bane, and those are the only movies I have seen Tom Hardy in. I mean, of course, I want to watch Mad Max Fury Road, but I haven't seen it yet, and I know he's made a bunch of other movies, but from what I have seen of him, and both of the movies that he has been in are one of my favorite movies, I am happy with this decision. I believe that Tom Hardy can kill this role of Venom, and I am 100% satisfied. Now, if there was anyone else who I even thought could have played Venom, well, anyone who wasn't him with the slim, fast Venom suit in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 3 movie, I do not understand what the hell. Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought it was a good idea? Oh yeah, this is slim him down, make him look exactly like Spider-Man except black with sharp teeth and a tongue. That's about it. But besides that, it's going to look exactly the same. I thought that was stupid from the moment being. But anyway, but besides that, I always thought, though this is just me, maybe just me being a wrestling fan, I always thought that Brock Lesnar could have been a really good Venom. And he really just had the personality of Eddie Brock that really could have worked, and he really could have killed as a good Venom. And he wouldn't even have to change anything. They wouldn't need no CGI or nothing. I mean, Brock Lesnar has the build of being Venom. All they had to do was paint him black, give him sharp teeth and a tongue, and there you go, Venom, there you go. That's pretty much all they really needed to do. But I feel like I have no complaints over Tom Hardy at all. So the choice that they made is perfect in my opinion. So far so good on this. Now, another thing that we do know is that Spider-Man will not be in the Venom movie, and it is not connected to the Marvel Universe at all. Now, you see, I could believe that, but you know they could be bullshitting, and they could still have him in the universe, and they could just be doing this just to pull our legs, and he still shows up in the end of the cartoon, or the end of, what cartoon? What the hell am I talking about? But in the end of the movie or something like that, and this shocks us all. So I'm gonna believe it for now, but I'm still gonna keep my hopes up just in case, because you never know. I mean, you never know. That's all I'm saying, but no, me, I'm 100% wrong, and he isn't in the movie at all, and this isn't connected at all with the Marvel Universe at all, so I'm gonna be 100% wrong, but at least I'm gonna be the one. If it does happen, you know who said it, you know who's right, and that's it. If I'm wrong, I've been wrong about multiple things already, so if I'm right about this, I got one thing right, and if I'm wrong about this, just put it with the list. Now, this is probably what made me the most hyped for this movie so far. Now, this is probably, in my opinion, the biggest update that we have gotten so far, and I was hoping, I was praying that this would be, he had to be the villain, because if it was anyone else, it wouldn't have been that good. This had to be the villain for a Venom movie, or else it wouldn't have worked. So the fact that they do have him as the villain, I am 100% happy, and I am even more hyped for this movie. If you don't know, Venom's main villain is Carnage. Carnage! Carnage! You have no idea. Carnage is one of my favorite Marvel villains of all time. Of all time. He might be number one now that I'm really thinking of it in my head. But Carnage, oh my god. I am so happy. I can't wait for this movie. Why can't I just be in 2018 right now? This is taking way too long. What day is it? July 3rd. When is it? Come on! Go to 2018 already. I cannot wait for this movie. Come on. Because Carnage is such he's pretty much like Venom. You can consider Venom as a villain, but if you really look at all the things he's done, like the comic books and even some of the video games and not movies, because he only showed up once and we've already talked about that. And if you really look at Venom, you can kind of consider him as an anti-hero, really, other than a villain, really. But if you look at Carnage, he's the damn devil if you compare him to Venom. Even if you do consider Venom a villain, he is nothing compared to Carnage. Carnage is on a league of his own, and he is the damn devil if you compare him to Venom in any way. And that's the reason why it had to be Carnage who could be the villain for a Venom movie. Because if it was anyone else, like, would you really care for it? I mean, I love the character or anything, but would you really care for it if Dr. Octopus or the Green Goblin or Electro or someone like that was the villain in a Venom movie? Would you? Compared to when you have Carnage? Really compare them to Carnage? I mean, I'm not talking about the characters itself. I'm just saying for a Venom movie. Would you really have, for a Venom movie, have any of those villains other than Carnage? That's all I'm saying. And you know for a fact, no, you cannot have anyone else be the main villain of a damn Venom movie and have it be Dr. Octopus, Electro, or any other villain that I didn't bring up. It had to be Carnage. And I'm 100% happy that they did go Carnage. They were smart with it. They knew it had to be Carnage. It couldn't be anyone else but Carnage. So I'm 100% happy with that, and I'm 100% fine with that, and that has made me even more hyped for this movie so far. And all I'm asking for right now is that just make sure you have an even great casting for Carnage as well. You gotta have a really good casting for Carnage as well. I know, so far I'm happy with the casting you have right now, even though they only talked about one person, but it's the main character, so I mean. So all I'm hoping is that you have a really good casting for Carnage as well. I don't really know who could play a good Carnage. Just bring Willem Dafoe back. Maybe he can just be a good Carnage. And I just moved my damn light. Now, it's time to get serious in this video. And here's what I want from a Venom movie. I want the Venom movie itself, not just Venom itself, because we have Carnage. I want the Venom movie itself to scare the shit out of me. I want to have action mixed in with horror, and I want it to scare the living shit out of me. I want this to be a bloodbath, a crazy, especially with Carnage shit. I want this to be like, you ever seen, well, for those of you who haven't played Ultimate Spider-Man, I want it to be like that up to 100. I want them to times it up, because in the first level you play in the Ultimate Spider-Man video game, the first level you play in as Venom, you have to eat a child. It's a little child in a Spider-Man shirt and a Spider-Man hat with a damn Spider-Man balloon, and the first person you have to eat, the kid is the first person you have to eat in the video game. It is so messed up, but that is exactly how Venom is. He's messed up, but Carnage is even more messed up than that. He would have tortured the little kid before he ate him. So that's all I'm really asking. I'm asking for action mixed with horror, and I want it to collide and mix in together perfectly. I don't want it to be like a hot mess where it's like, and then action or something like that. I want it to be just like I said, just like a nice mixture of action and horror. I want it to creep me out in some parts, but I want it to be a good story as well. And that's all I'm asking really for a Venom movie. Is that hard? I mean, that's pretty much what I'm asking for most movies anyway, besides the scare the shit me part. I'm just asking for a nice story, a really story that makes sense, a really good story that makes sense. And the only difference is I just want it to scare the shit out of me, and I want some good action in it as well. But maybe I'm just asking for too much. But I heard a lot of good things about the Spider-Man movie, but we're not talking about Spider-Man. No. Right now, we are talking about the Venom movie. Even though it hasn't even came out yet, and we haven't even had a trailer. But I will talk about the Spider-Man movie soon after I go watch it. But Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, peck that like button with your chicken beaks, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my channel. This is Michael, signing out.